And it looks like we are live. I have some roadworks happening outside, so hopefully it's not interrupting you guys. And hopefully you can't hear all this noise that is happening outside. I believe the marketing email just went out, and we're waiting for some users to jump in. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. I can see more users joining. Welcome, guys, to our live stream. I believe the last live stream I did was 3 weeks ago. And during that live stream, we demonstrated some of the new features in Maestro. And today we're going to be demonstrating Clearpolicy. So Clearpolicy is a tool that we've developed recently to help asset finance brokers and business brokers to correctly identify lender products and price deals accurately. So you don't have to do any rework. You don't have to embarrass yourself in front of clients. Clearpolicy will give you really, really accurate results and will match appropriate lender products according to your your scenario. And no matter how complex or how easy scenario is, Clearpolicy is very, very useful tool that will save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of rework. And this is what we are focusing on with this product. We are focusing on accuracy. We want to make sure that the tool is as accurate as possible, and any reworks or any unnecessary lender communications or BDM communications can be eliminated when you use this tool. So I'm really, really excited about this tool, and I'm going to demonstrate Beta 2 today. Now, I haven't done Beta 2 demonstration. This is the first time I'm actually doing it, and I'm quite pumped, but this is the first time. So guys, bear with me. If I make any mistakes or if you have any questions, please feel free to jump in to ask questions. I'm sure you're going to be impressed. I'm sure you're going to be excited about this tool, and the best thing is it's available right now, so you can register by going to clearpolicy.ai website, and you can start using this tool today. Now, also, we've launched a new website, and by the way, you know what? I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna demonstrate. I can see more people joining us. Guys, welcome to our live stream. Let me figure out how to share my screen. Here we go. So this is the new Clearpolicy website. So after this stream, when you have time, please navigate to clearpolicy.ai in your browser and have a look at the website. Look at these animations. This is really, really cool. Check this out. I'm actually very excited about this. And you can read through the website. You can read through. You can learn more about Clearpolicy, what we do, how we calculate, how we price, how we do policy checks, and so forth. Which I'm going to demonstrate to you today anyway. But when you have time, please log into Clearpolicy website, and you can learn more about this tool. And when you're ready, click sign in button and or get early access and register your email, and we'll get you in. Now, there is also another part of the website that talks about widgets. Now, the widgets will be launched by end of next week. So by end of next week, we're going to be out of Beta 2. Essentially, we're going to be live with the final product. So the widgets are landing pages that you can create pretty much instantly, and these landing pages are pretty cool. These are like a comparison websites to generate leads for your business. So you can launch them on your website, you can launch them on your domain. You can create as many pages as you want. You can customize them, you can configure them. They're fully white labeled, and that will help you generate a lot of new leads. So that's very exciting. Go to Maestro website, go to Clearpolicy website, click on widgets, and you can learn more about widgets, what they do, how they work. And widgets are not just limited to landing pages. They also we also have quotes widgets. So I'll show you how it all works. But essentially, when you find the product in Clearpolicy and you price it correctly and you validate the pricing, you can send quotes to your customers using really, really beautiful landing pages and quotation pages. So customer can, review the quote, they can accept it, they can ask questions, and it's all trackable. So you will see who's opening who's viewing the quote, who hasn't opened it. So you'll have a lot of information and a lot of data, to basically to deal with the customer. So that's really, really cool. And as I said before, we're going to launch it next week. It's going to be part of official Clearpolicy launch. And we're going to take it out of beta 2. We're going to update the pricing and so forth. And I'll talk about the pricing in a second. So yes, feel free to go to Clearpolicy website, click on Get Early Access button or this beautiful button, and register your email. We will let you in by end of today or sometimes tomorrow, depending on how many users there. Okay, so now let's get into actual Clearpolicy demonstration. So I'm going to switch to this tab, and this is my Clearpolicy dashboard. So when you go to the website and sign in, it will take you to the dashboard when you obviously authorized to use Clearpolicy account. And this dashboard shows a list of scenarios that I've created previously. This is a brand new account, and I have not created any scenario. So I'm going to create a new scenario now, and I'm going to walk you through the workflow, how to find product, how to price them correctly, how to verify information, and how to be 100% confident that the pricing and the product selection is accurate. So I'm going to click on Create New Scenario button. So here we have two options. One option is consumer and another option is commercial. Now we are launching commercial first. So right now we are working, we have 12 lenders who have been imported into the system. And we're going to be we're basically working directly with lenders. We're going to be reaching out to all lenders and bringing them all into Clearpolicy. So you have complete lender coverage. And it's not just going to be limited to asset finance. For now, it's asset finance, consumer, commercial, but we're going to be doing consumer. And also we're going to be moving to other areas such as private lending or mortgages. So all coming, so bear with us. But as I said, initially we are launching with commercial. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to specify loan purpose. So if I click on loan purpose, I have a selection of purposes. So if I click vehicle, I'm going to select cars. Now, actually, let's do SUVs. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to put asset value. So let's make it 60,000. So I have not entered any other information about scenario. So this is all we have right now. And I'm going to click Create New Scenario. And now we have a new scenario created. As you can see on the left, we have commercial scenario form. So these are actually the fields that we can use to customize our scenario. Now, remember in beta 1 that I demonstrated a while ago, we didn't have any of this product comparison and live product calculators. We only had, excuse me, we only have AI tools that allow you to, like ChatGPT, type in a question and get some answers. So since then, we've completely rewritten the system. We've enhanced them with a really, really accurate product comparison tools. And obviously, all of the features that we had before and more still there. So I will show you all of them, and I will show you how to use them as we go. But right now, as you can see, our loan purpose is SUV, and asset value is $60,000. So we have not made any configuration. And based on that configuration, we've got a bunch of lenders and products that can potentially service this loan. So in blue, if I click on a lender, it will give me a quick preview of pricing and some information about fees and some basic information about the calculations. So in this particular one, we don't have any loadings. So base rate is 669 and the final rate is 669. Now the system will automatically apply loading if applicable, but in this case, there is no applicable. However, we have some assumptions how we came up with these numbers. So if in assumptions area, it says the following values are currently assumed for eligibility and pricing analysis. Please complete these fields to ensure accurate assessment and pricing results. So as you can see, we automatically assume some values such as cell type, dealer. So if I click on cell type, I can actually, change the cell type. I see we have some questions here. Why are lenders doubling up? Okay, so they're not actually doubling up. The way the system is architected is we show multiple products for lenders. So if you look at Azora, for example, we have this product is streamlined fast track motor vehicle automated home only. So, and this is a different product. And here's another 2 products from Azure with different pricing and different products. So as we start customizing our scenario, some products will turn red, some products will turn green, some products will become unavailable, but it gives you like a really, really easy way to kind of see the bigger picture, and you can see what products are accessible or available for individual lenders. You can also drill down into specific lender. So again, if I drill down to Azure, it will show me all products under Azure, but I can drill down under Angle Finance. For example, there are 2 products under Angle Finance. One product is motor vehicle passenger cars. So this product is eligible. So I can click on the product, I can see the rates and fees. But another product, which is startup product for business with ABN less than 2 years, it's not eligible, it's out of scope. And it actually, if it's out of scope and it's failing, it shows you why. So in this case, it says this document type support. This product does not support full doc products. So supported documentation type low doc. So this particular product is only available for low doc, and it's only available for startups with ABN less than 2 years. And also this product requires 20% deposit. So if I change the doc type here on the left to low doc, you will see this gate just disappeared, but we have 2 more gates to customize the product to make it eligible. So it actually tells you what to do and how to get this product to be eligible. But in this case, in our scenario, it's ineligible, but this product is eligible. So we can have a look at it. Interest rate 7.99%, monthly repayment all calculated. Now, all these values are very, very accurate, and we have systems in place to ensure the accuracy. Right now, we are in beta, and we have the system demonstrated really accurate results. Now the calculations and calibration is happening automatically, and we continue improving the systems and continue making better and better. So when we're out of beta, it's going to be really, really, really accurate. It is really accurate now, and we can actually verify it via AI. So I'll show you in a second how it's done. But hopefully it answers your question. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. So let's say we want to learn more about this product. So we can identify a bunch of products that probably fit our scenario. So I can show all lenders. I can click on maybe this one and kind of like it. As you can see, base rate 7.99, final rate is 8.45, 49, and actually shows you how it came out with this rate. And I want to learn more about this product, and I want to customize more. So actually, before that, let's configure our scenario, because we haven't configured anything, right? So let's do maybe 20% balloon. As you can see, if I change it, the calculations will recalculate. Let's do cell type dealer. Let's do a new demo, and let's do low doc. So for low doc, these lenders will potentially can help us, and there's a bunch of lenders that will not be able to help us for low doc products. I can also put a business name. So let me put our business name, so we can extract more information about the business. And as you can see, some of the products also become ineligible. For example, this product is ineligible because it requires GST registration. So right now we have not entered any GST registration, so the system assumes that there is no GST registration, but we can easily edit. In fact, let me just edit here. So I'm going to maybe make it GST registration from 2023, and boom, now we have more products available because we have updated GST registration. We have a question. How often do you update variables such as rates? We're going to be working directly with lenders, and as soon as we get products updates from lenders, it will be updated the same day. So we have really robust processes to update rates. In fact, we have background process running every night to make sure that the rates and calculations are up to date. It's maybe in the future live streams, I'll show you all of this. How do you get info from loading business name from ABN or ASIC? Yes, so it is coming from ASIC. It uses standard ASIC APIs, but we're going to be integrating with Equifax via Maestro, and you'll be able to pull in complete business profile, including directors' profiles, and that obviously will give you more data. All right. No more questions so far. Let's move on. So we found some products. Let's actually switch to full doc so we have more range. So here I'm going to use this product. I just clicked on it. I kind of like it. I like the logo, and I'm going to click customize. So when I click customize, I'll be able to further learn about this product and customize rates and do further adjustments and verifications to ensure that the calculations are actually accurate, and it will actually tell me if I pick the right product. Excuse me. So I'm going to click customize. Here it says customize fees and rates, verify eligibility, access detailed policy insights and rules, run sanity checks, and get instant answers on specific requirements or documentation. So I'm going to click customize, and it's going to open Azure Finance in a new tab. So here you can have multiple lender tabs. So I can essentially switch between product finder. Let's say I want to bring maybe Angle Finance. So I'm going to customize. So now I have Angle Finance, I have Azure Finance, and I can bring as many as I want. And I can identify which products I want to work with, or at least initially, and bring them as tabs so I can switch between them very easily. Now, there are a few things that I want to go through here. So in case of Azure, as you can see here, we have obviously logo, we have product description, we have list of assumptions. So this calculation below and product selection itself is based on this assumption. So company credit score 900. If I click on it, it will highlight that I need to update the score just to make sure. So for example, in this case, company credit score, let's make it 600. So now this assumption has disappeared. Property director score 900. So let's update director score here. So let's make it also 600. And property owner, let's make it non-property owner. Notice that I just made this scenario non-property owner, and Angle Finance went to red. And if I click Angle Finance, it will say not eligible because non-property owner required 20% deposit. So in this case, if I add 20% deposit, it will become eligible. So let's try that. So 60,000, let's put 20,000, and now it becomes eligible. So now Angle and Azure still in the game, still in the race. Excuse me. So, okay. Now coming back to the previous question, why we were showing other products for the lender. If you have a look at this area where we show lender information and eligibility status, I can click on this button and it will show me all bundles for this lender or all products for this lender that are available. So there is another product that is eligible, which is Streamline Motor Vehicle, and 3 more products that are excuse me, that are ineligible. So I can click on this product and it will open Azure in a new tab. So now we have 2 Azure products. So see, when I hover over this, it will actually tells me the product name. So this one is Streamline A Asset, and this is Streamline Motor Vehicle. I can switch between those. I can also reposition tabs. So I can group Azure like that. Or maybe I can put Angle first. It's up to me, it's up to you how you want to use it, but it's just there, and it makes it pleasurable and a good experience. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at here. So we have brokerage. Currently, by default, brokerage is set to 5%. So if I update it to, let's say, 4%, by the way, have a look that in fees, brokerage is automatically calculated. So if I update it to 4%, obviously the brokerage will be changed. So now it's 1,600. So if I put it back to 5%, it says it's 2,000. If I scroll down and look at the pricing summary, excuse me, in pricing summary, we have our base rate, which is 9.3, but the final rate is 9.8. And the reason for that is because the broker fee the brokerage percentage has resulted in 5 basis point increase. So it actually tells you here, variable affecting your rate, broker fee is 5%. So it like added 50 points. And it says must be 4% or less to avoid this loading. So if I remove the broker fee, notice the interest rate will change. So now interest rate came back to the base rate, basically. So that's how you can easily know what's affecting the fees. And if you need to make any adjustments, for example, if you want to reduce the fee for the customer or like whatever it is, you can play with the values. At any point of time, you can also update the final rates and final fees. I'll show you in a second how it works. But first, let's look at global rate reduction. For example, you might want to reduce rates globally by 1%. So if I do that, then rate will update to 8.3. As you can see, it actually shows you that 1% reduced. If I go back to Product Finder, it will show across the board that the rate has been reduced by 1%. I can further reduce rates, or I can reduce rates specifically for a lender. So if I have special arrangement with the lender, for example, with this lender, which is Azora Finance, maybe they give me preferential rates. Maybe they give me 2% discount. So boom, and now I have 2% discount on only this lender. So in Product Finder, as you can see, everywhere the rates stay as they are. But for Azora Finance, we have 2% reduction. I mean, if you have that arrangements with the lender, it can be done on a lender global level. Okay, let's put the rates back to original. Now, if for some reason, you can reduce rates, so you have ability to override it. So here I can click on this icon and I can override rate maybe to 8.5% or 8.4%. Boom. So now rate is overridden. Excuse me. So when I override rates, it will do recalculations. It will check against policy requirements and making sure that the rate is acceptable. Obviously, when we do further checks, the system will check against the actual policy documentation, and it will probably flag it that, hey, this rate is overridden. If you want to easily go back to the previous rate, you can click reset button here, and it will reset to previous rate. And you can do the same with other fees and rates. For example, with monthly fee, maybe I just want to override it and give them $0 or $1 monthly fee. So here you go. So you can easily override it. In balloon amount, so this is the amount because we specified 20% balloon, so I can reduce it. As you can see, everything has been updated, and balloon amount is also updated. Upfront fees, so these are the fees that can be capitalized or not. So for example, I don't have to capitalize brokerage fee. It will update the calculations. If I capitalize it, it will update calculations again. Now I can change this fee. It says brokerage fee maximum 10%. So let's say if I update global brokerage fee to 11%, it will still stay at 10%. So it will not go above. So let's do 12. See, it's still $4,000. So it's not actually, it's only going to do maximum 10%. So you can be, you can be certain that it will not go above that. And that's all dictated by lender policies, of course. So I'm going to put it back to 4. And if you want to add any custom fees, you can easily add a custom fee. But it's not necessary, obviously, because the system handles all the fields accurately. Now here we have some warning messages before proceeding. So we just want to ensure that borrower age minimum 26 years old at start of term. Now, in the configurator, we are not asking for borrower age. That's why we're just showing this warning. But we're probably going to add borrower age here as well. So that's borrower age minimum, maximum. Comparable credit requires for non-home owners. So because I specify here that I'm not a homeowner, it's asking that this documentation will be required. See, if I switch it to yes, homeowner, that gate will disappear. So let me just put it back to no. Okay. And total exposure limit 250, so that total customer exposure with Azure cannot exceed to 50. So that's another warning. That's another thing that you need to check with the customer and lender, just to make sure it's all good. Okay, so hopefully you have better understanding of this part of the system. Again, once we start, updating commercial scenario form with extra information, extra values, this might change. This policy might even become ineligible, depending on the selection. So for example, I'm not sure if I specify financial defaults. So it did not render this ineligible. So this lender will potentially accept financial defaults based on certain conditions. Okay, so let's focus on this area. Now, this area is designed for you to better understand the policy and verify policy information. So if I look at tabs here, so I have 3 tabs. The first tab is AI Assistant. So this is a tool that you can use. It's like ChatGPT. You can essentially ask questions, and it's designed to give you specific answers about this policy configuration as well as lender policy, and do cross-matching and do verification. In Policy tab, it will show you actual lender policy. So if you want to read lender policy, if you want to change, look at interest rates and so forth, you have a tool to do it here. So for example, for A assets, we can see for non-home owners, default rate is 9.74, and it is 100% correct here, 9.74. So if you want to verify it manually like that, by all means, you have all this information at your fingertips. So you can verify it manually, but you don't have to, because the system will verify it for you. I'll show you in a second how it works. And in policy rules, you can actually see the rules that system applies to this policy. So you can read, some warning messages. So these are the rules. you can see some rules that have passed. So you have like a tick next to the rule. So you know that this rule against policy has passed, and there are other rules here. It's pretty useful tool because it kind of gives you a snapshot of what actually system is doing, like what checks it's performing. And obviously, if you can catch some issues or some inconsistencies, just let us know, and we'll fix it very, very easily. But the system is designed to fix itself. So we'll when we launch, the system will, when we launch out of beta, the system will be really, really accurate. It is very accurate right now. But let's say once we configure everything that we need, what I'm going to do is I want to verify it. So first thing, I'm going to select one of the predefined prompts and options to help me understand how this policy or how this configuration and numbers stack up against the actual lender policies. So I don't have to look like an idiot when I submit a loan to or generate a quote or submit it to a lender, and something is not correct, even the product is wrong, it will tell me. So let's do that. I'm going to click, in this case, on sanity check and action list. So when you click on one of these, it will create a prompt, and it will populate it for you. You can further enhance prompt by clicking on enhance prompt button. So as you know, with AI, it's very important to provide really, really good prompts. And enhance with AI will help you with that. So if you type the prompt manually, let's say just simple question, you can click on enhance prompt and the system will enhance it. But what I'm going to do is just going to click send, and the agent will take over, and it will verify all information that we have against this policy, about this policy, such as all the information that I've entered here, as well as all calculations and product selections. It will make sure that the product that we select is actually the best product for this customer and this lender. And if there are other products available, it will actually recommend. It will say, hey, you know, if you want to save clients money, you might as well just select another product because it's also eligible, and it will save them X amount of dollars. This process, agent is processing your request. It takes about 2 minutes. So it's worth the wait. And while we're waiting, we can obviously continue exploring other lenders and other tabs. So here is another product, Streamline Motor Vehicle, 10 to 250K. I can look at angle. I can continue browsing. I can change values, so I can start customizing. And maybe if I have more information, I can enter more information. If I have some lenders that are not servicing, for example, asset financier. So this one, for example, platinum profile, property owner, and ABN, 24 months required. So if I switch to property owner, this will become available. Boom. So now this one is available as well. Let me switch back to non-property owner, and now it's not available. But I can still customize it. I can still bring it here, and you know, I can just have it as a bookmark, exactly, basically. And you know, maybe if situation changed or I want to play with different scenarios, I can have different scenarios and different tabs. As you can see with this one, balloon is maximum 40%. These are some calculations, some fees. So this is our failed requirement. So why it failed. There are some confirmation that we need to do before proceeding. This is our price and impact summary. So in this case, it says loan amount is causing 20 points loading. So and if I look here, it says must be at least 50,000 to avoid this loading. So if I increase my loan amount to 50,000, it will avoid this loading. In this case, we have $60,000 asset value and 20,000 deposits. So loan amount is 40,000. If I reduce deposit, for example, or increase loan value, this loading will disappear. Let's go back to our product finder, and we can continue looking at products and browsing products. It's also pretty cool because while it's doing this thing, so this lender, as you can see, it's still processing our request. It's still doing this thing, and it's very, very heavy request because we are sending everything that we know about this customer, everything that we know about the calculations that we've done and how we've done this, how we came up with these calculations. And also we're analyzing lender policy in real time. So it takes about, sometimes it can take a bit longer, depending on the complexity. So here, as you can see, it came up with the response now. And that gives us very comprehensive overview of analysis that has been performed. So let's have a look. Overall status, warnings only. Let me read. So here you go. Overall status, warnings, mid-score streamlined gates, loan size, ABN, credit scores, key item missing, and fees and price in alignment require small correction to base rate. So let's read it. And obviously, because let me just scroll down here. So here we have gate verification and eligibility. So it says, yes, none of the failed gates are triggered based on providing data. So it actually verified all this information based on a lender actual policy. Streamline eligibility, 10 to 50, so we're not going to read this. Edge items require confirmation. So these are edge items, and these items will require confirmation. So you need to make sure that for non-home owner, for example, comparable credit required. And here in confirmed before proceeding, we have this warning that comparable credit required. Total customer exposure is the same. So that gives us pretty good information. Streamline motor vehicles, so that gave us interest rate. And basically what it says, let me just have a look. Streamlined, so that gives us a bit of interest rate calculation and confirmation. So it says that for non-home owner, hold on, asset age caps, let me analyze this. Maybe we have some mistakes, or maybe I don't understand something because I'm not a broker. So basically it says that for SUV, actually it's correct. What it says here is for SUV and motor vehicles, this is the correct band. So we've not selected the correct product for this customer. So see, this is the correct rate that should be applied. And what we've done, we've selected this one, which is 974, and it says it's not applicable to SUVs. So it's actually recommending us to switch the product. And here, see, we have another eligible product with 9.3 rate. So, and it is recommending to use this product. So that's actually very cool. It gave me really, really good warning that I've made a mistake and I can switch to another product. And by the way, we have this product selected here. So here we go. So I can switch to this product, and I can also verify, obviously, this product. I want to make sure that the rates are correct. But the system has triggered this warning, and it said to me that the rate is incorrect. So I've made a mistake. And it's got pricing check components. So it's actually tells me that policy corrected rate is 9.3. So we need to switch to another product, this product, and that will be the correct product. So we have NEF and repayment mechanics. So it just verifies the calculations. Final verdict. It says that actually it's going to be approved. So if I submit this deal, it will be approved. This is a simulated lender decision. So it basically follows all the guidelines in the policy, and it compares to what we've done here in terms of policy, in terms of scenario and calculations. And it says, look, if I submit this deal, it will be approved. But that's not the right product for this person. So here it's got next action to minimize back and forth, and it says requote the deal at 9:30. motor vehicle band and refresh serviceability. So we can easily do that. I can obviously jump to this product, and here's the correct quote. So I can run a sanity check. I can run full scenario and product policy fit. Or I can type my own question. So I can ask something, and the system will give you an answer. In this case, I'm just going to run it. Tell me if the scenario is inside or outside policy, list the key rules it passes or fails, and explain in simple language why. Also highlight any items that are edge case or need BDM approval. So the system will do all of this, and it will give us a really, really good response. We have a question. Why don't you ask more questions on left to more accurately give options? Yes, we will. When we release the final version of a product, right now we're in beta 2, but next week we're going to have more questions that will be available here, and all these questions will be obviously connected to policies and will affect the policy results. So, for example, such as applicant age or other questions that we need. So yeah, it's all going to be done. But if you have any feedback, or you want us to improve the system, or you think that we're asking not enough questions, that by all means, please send an email and we'll incorporate this. So while doing this, here we go. So now we have a response, and it says the status inside policy qualifies for streamlined motor vehicle base rate 9.3 for non-home owner. Key passes, loan size within the limit, ABN meets 2 years, so everything is fine. Edge BDM items confirm borrower age meets aging requirements. Provide non-home owner comparable credit. So here we have a gate here to confirm before proceeding, and it says yes, we need comparable credit. Total exposure should be less than 250,000. So that's pretty cool. That gives me pretty good status and pretty good confidence that all calculations are correct within the policy requirements, and I can safely submit it to so first of all to customer, so I can provide these rates to customer via the quotation tools, and also to the lender. So this is really, really cool. At any point of time, if I want to do manual confirmation, of course, I can click on policy, and I can verify policy numbers and see what's actually going on. Now, what I want to do is talk about the quotations and what we're going to be releasing during the final product launch, which will happen late next week. Excuse me. So first of all, how do you generate quotes? Once you found a bunch of products that are servicing, so this one is not a great product, I can just turn it off. I can delete it. Here's a good product, so we're going to leave it. Obviously, I can continue with my research. I can find other products. I can even change loan purpose if I want to. But providing that I'm happy with my decision and my selection, I can click Add to Quote. And what it will do, it will add this product to a quote. So if I click Add to Quote, here on the right, we have quote tray. So it's kind of a shopping basket. So essentially, you see number of quotes that has been added. So right now, we have one quote. I can click on it. I can add multiple products to the quote. So for example, maybe Angle Finance. I can do my research and verification, make sure that the Angle Finance is serviceable and calculations are correct. And I can click Add to Quote. And now we have 2 products in a quote. I can reposition them. I can just leave them here. Or I can add another product, even if it's not eligible. Like for some reason, if I think the product is eligible, or I have some, I can do some overrides. Maybe BDM said to me that, yeah, that's fine. We're going to push this client through. I can add this product to the quote as well. And once all products added to a quote, the next thing you need to send the quote. And right now with beta 2, send quotation is not available, but it will be available end of next week, and you'll be able to click review and send quote button here. It actually says here, coming soon. And it will give you ability to customize the quote further. It will open up kind of a landing page where, it will present quote beautifully to your customers, and also write email wording for you and everything. And you'll be able just to click button and submit the quote. And you'll be able to track when customer receives the email, when they open up quote, when they accept the quote. So it's all going to be very, very transparent and very useful. And your customers will be happy because you're going to look very professional and very credible. So this tool is coming up end of next week, as well as lead generation landing pages, which are very, very cool. Once you see it, you wouldn't believe your eyes that you have access to this tool, and it's so easy to use and configure these tools. And you can create as many landing pages with different designs with just a click of a button. So as you can see on the website here in widgets, so this is what landing page might look like and might function, but you have full control over design and how it looks, how it feels to the customer, and what it does. So for example, in this example, in this kind of screen grab demo, it gives you kind of a bit of understanding what it potentially can do, but it can be customized, so you can add your own questions. You can present different information to customers. You can specify which lenders you want to present and how you want to present them. So for example, as you can see here, we're not showing lender names. We just show them interest rates and how they could potentially qualify for these rates. And for each lender, we have some description, which is really, really good for to educate customers that this lender or this product requires this. So it's a bit more information for them. So it's not just kind of, hey, here's a rate and let's apply for it and hope for the best. It's actually give them really, really good insights, and they will learn and they will inject in so much information, and it will obviously enhance trust and enhance the experience. And then they select the product, and once they selected the product, it will give them ability to further customize their rate. So here we say, hey, give us your company name, and they're going to put their company name. We're going to validate it. We're going to give them maybe some terms and conditions. Again, it's all configurable, so you'll be able to specify what information, what terms, and whatever you need to get them to agree or to present to them, and they'll submit a quote. And once they submit a quote, it will go straight into your dashboard. So here on the dashboard, you will see a quote. And we're going to have a separate quotation area where you will see kind of online quotes that came from your website, and you'll be able to see some statistics, how many views the page received, how many quotes, what's the conversion rate, and so forth. And you'll be also to see what kind of customers you onboarding with these quotes. And obviously, we're going to be, after we launch live with commercial, we're going to be launching live with consumer. Now, I've received quite a few questions asking me about the lenders, what lenders we have in the system. And obviously, right now, we have 12 lenders, and we're going to be increasing it. However, if you use the system and if you need a lender that is not available in the system yet, you can send us their policy information and rate card, and we will import the lender. We will make it available just for you. So it's not going to be available to everyone. Obviously, to make lender available to everyone, we need to have special arrangements with lenders directly. But we will, we will import lender specifically for you, and we will make it available for you, or maybe for your company, for anyone in your company. And obviously, when we make arrangement with this lender, we'll make it available for everyone. So the system is not limited by these 12 lenders. As I said, if you have, if you want to, ask to import other lenders specifically for yourself, please reach out, send us their rate cards and their policies, and we'll do it. The process will be very quick. So for each lender, we can probably do it the same day, depending on our load. But yeah, feel free to send us their policies, and we'll import it, and we'll make sure that the policy that you sent us is only available for you, because you might sign an NDA with your lender, or like whatever it is, or maybe your aggregator will not allow that. So we will not allow to share this policy with everyone else. So it's going to be just for you, and you can be 100% safe. So that service is available, and I think a lot of brokers will send us their policies, and we'll import them, we'll configure them, and we'll make sure that they are available in their Clearpolicy accounts quickly. So probably less than a day. Like, we really have automated process that we continue working on, but it's so good and it's so accurate, and it produces just amazing results. So we're very proud of it, and I think you will love it. You will love the system, and it will save you heaps of time and a lot of money. And obviously, you can create all kinds of scenarios. So here I can create another scenario, maybe for vehicle finance. Let's do for trucks. Say someone wants to buy a truck for 150,000. So we can create a scenario for trucks. Here we go. Here's our scenario. Here's our rates. Here's the lenders. As you can see, here in product description, we have products specifically for trucks. So this is Dina money, tied to trucks, trailers, yellow goods. So we can look at this product. We can say assumptions. Again, we can customize the product. We can continue configuring it. So we can say this is used truck. So if it's used, what's the age of this truck? And we need maybe low dock. So for this particular one, so we can see some confirmations that we need to ask, or we need to confirm before proceeding. So low dock, no mining, accommodation, food services, adverse records. So so that's low dock. So if I select maybe financial defaults now, and comparable credit, so we can specify all these values, all these fees, and it will it will update it accordingly. So for example, here it says, hey, director score needs to be over 550, and I just put 300 here. So, and it says low dock requires primary director Equifax score of at least 550. And here we have more assumptions that we need to clear. So property owner, by default, we're assuming that it's a property owner, but I can say I'm not a property owner. That will affect rates and eligibility. So I think it affected the rate here. So let's go to our pricing impact summary, and we see for property owner, it's actually added 125 points. So if I remove property owner, if I say I'm a property owner, so that loading has disappeared. And if I add it back, it will be back. So that will ensure that basically ensures, the pricing calculations are really, really accurate, and give you enough confidence to submit this deal to clients and to lenders. So hopefully, guys, you see a lot of value in this product. We are very proud of this, and I think you will absolutely love it. Once you start using it, you will absolutely love it. So please go to clearpolicy.ai website, register your details. We'll send you login. We'll send you login link. So we'll authorize your account. We'll approve it, and you can just log in and play with the system. I think it's really cool, and you will love it. As I said, if some lenders that are not that you need, but they are not available in our system, just email it to me. Email the lender policy, the rates, and we'll import it into the system, and let you know when you can start using it. So that's pretty cool. All right, I don't think we have any more questions, and we've been running for close to an hour. It's time to end this stream, and guys, let me know if you have any questions. We'll definitely reach out to you and answer all of your questions. Thank you very much, guys. And I will provide more updates on our actual launch, which is going to happen next week. I'll probably run another live stream next week, just to celebrate the launch and show you all the cool functionalities, such as landing pages and quotation pages, some improvements to the user interface, some additions, some new fields, and so forth. And thank you very much. I'll see you next week.